The day the college entrance exam ended, I threw a stack of money right in Bianca Frost's face in front of the whole class. "I've had my fun. That's enough." She bent down to pick up each bill from the floor. Grace said something agreeable. After summer break ended, Bianca Frost boarded the train to Qingbei, while I flew abroad to start my long course of chemotherapy. Many years later, back in the country, I lay in the hospital bed, my hair completely fallen out from the treatments. I was busy picking out a wig when the hospital room door opened. Bianca Frost in a white lab coat and I locked eyes. Bianca Frost walked in just as I was sprawled face down on the bed with my butt in the air. From the phone came the shrill voice of a 618 sales streamer, placing orders with fiery passion. "Don't miss out as you pass by. Alex is checking out wigs again." The noisy ward suddenly fell silent. The nurse pointed at me. "Professor Bianca, this is the new patient in the group. He's already signed the consent form." The moment Bianca Frost glanced over, I buried my head in the ground, tilting it sideways. My mind went completely blank. It's been 10 years. I thought we'd grow old and die without ever meeting again. Suddenly, she's my primary doctor. And right when I was practicing my breathing. Damn it, I scrambled up in a hurry, straightened my crooked mask, silent as a cicada. Even without meeting her eyes, I could still feel it, that gaze landing on me, cold as ice, without a hint of warmth. Totally different from back in the day when I'd mess up a problem. That helpless but gentle look was worlds apart. "Alex, this is our group professor, Bianca Frost. Your treatment plan is all under her care." I dodged her gaze, nodded quickly, without making a single sound. The intern nearby clutched the chart, dutifully read the history. Evan Fuller, 28 years old. 10 years ago, a checkup found swollen cervical lymph nodes. Initial diagnosis: non-Hodgkin lymphoma. After deeper pathology checks, it was confirmed. No need to say the rest. "You know this patient?" My heart jumped into my throat, pretending to be busy scrolling on my phone. I felt Bianca Frost's eyes on me, but her voice was so flat it felt unfamiliar. "It's just an unusual case. I've reviewed it already." Then the phone auto-switched to the Taobao page. Payment countdown started, time ticking by second by second. I'd been at it for a long time and still hadn't clicked. The intern diligently finished reporting the treatment plan. Bianca Frost listened, her voice devoid of any emotion. "Fine. Continue the current treatment. Check back tomorrow." Then she moved to the patient next to me. Rounds went on for 20 minutes, until she left without glancing at me once more. I moved my stiff neck, realized my back was soaked in sweat. The wig link I was looking at, because of this interruption, had sold out ages ago. What rotten luck. But the one silver lining was, Bianca Frost had long forgotten me. Even when the intern read my name, she showed no reaction. When Bianca Frost and I first met, our relationship wasn't great. I relied on my family's bit of money, acting recklessly. My grades were dead last. The homeroom teacher, to supervise my studies, sat Bianca Frost next to me. At first, Bianca Frost paid me little mind. Every day just facing her practice tests, doing them over and over. She was sharp-minded, good-tempered, good-looking. Her only flaw was being poor. I was the opposite. My mind wasn't sharp. My temper wasn't good. Sitting next to Bianca Frost, like a brainless rich fool. Lucky my emotional IQ wasn't bad. When all the boys in school sent her flowers and love letters, I bought her 5 years of exams, 3 years of simulations. All her practice tests were bought by me. In less than a semester, I successfully won her over. I carefully kissed Bianca Frost. That day was her birthday. She blushed. What does this mean? My first kiss with a girl. My mind was a total mess, too. Stammering, still don't get it. Be my girlfriend. Bianca Frost's ears turned bright red, softly said yes. It was so beautiful back then. I never liked studying. But as soon as class started, I'd obediently sit next to Bianca Frost, listening to her tutor me on homework. In 1 year, my total score jumped over 100 points. Rough estimate, I could get into Beijing. No need for long distance with Bianca Frost. If not for the health check, later revealing issues with my body. In the ward, the sound of me vomiting echoed. I hugged the toilet, my vision going black, breaking out in a cold sweat. Jack patted my back. "This isn't good. You're reacting so badly. I'll go get the doctor." I grabbed his hand. "No need. I'm used to it. Back then 27 rounds of chemo. I toughed it out alone abroad. Held on for 10 years. Old illness relapsed, who knows how long I'll suffer this time. If I call the doctor every time, afraid it'll annoy people. Jack wasn't convinced. Isn't Bianca Frost your primary doctor? I'll go find her, she's bound to have a way. I hugged Jack's leg, big bro. Just stay quiet, you should be glad she doesn't recognize me. If she does, she'll give me 100 rounds of chemo. Who said you'd need 100 rounds of chemo? A cold voice came from behind. My whole body froze. Didn't dare turn my head. Jack sighed in relief. Professor Bianca, Evan here isn't feeling well. Normal chemo reaction. If he can't handle it. Whatever Bianca Frost said to Jack after that, I didn't hear. Because my head was full of that last sentence. She couldn't have heard that, right? That evening, the nurse came to inject anti-nausea meds. Her words, probing. Do you know Professor Bianca? I sprawled on the bed, listless. No. Why so late? Professor Bianca never handles this stuff. This time she specially went to the office to instruct. You're her patient. Prescribed anti-nausea meds. I looked at myself in the mirror, worn down by the pain and illness. My complexion looked awful. So different from 10 years ago. No way. Bianca Frost has a killer memory. Yeah. Her memory's amazing. If she's still holding a grudge against me. My name glaring. 3 letters Evan hung at the head of the bed. How could I think she wouldn't recognize me? Jack asked curiously. Your Professor Bianca is only 28. So young and already a professor. You know a lot. Professor Bianca did a combined master's PhD in medicine. Anyway, when she graduated with her PhD, she was around 26 or 27. Her effort is rare. Normal people can't compare. They saw Jack interested in Bianca Frost, smiled and said, Want to pursue our Professor Bianca? Save your energy, she has someone. Jack urged me hurry up. Just heard the nurse say. The dean's son, back from PhD abroad. Who knows when they'll marry? Jack's smile froze on his lips. I tugged at my loose hospital gown, suddenly deeply interested in a thread on the shirt. After the nurse left, Jack couldn't hold back. Evan, sorry about this. What's to sorry for? I'm 28, now. Not 18. Those cold goddesses loving my looks. Stopped doing that 10 years ago. After that day, I didn't see Bianca Frost again. Even if I couldn't see her, but I could still catch bits from others' chatter, either attending academic conferences or doing research at the lab base. Might come for rounds once a week. Direct the medication plan. Between chemo cycles, patients can go home. So, until discharge, I didn't see Bianca Frost again. On the way home, I got a call from the high school class monitor. Evan, you still in Beijing? How's treatment? The other end was buzzing, super lively. Ava Winter's voice cut in. Why didn't you tell the class about your illness? If not for the monitor mentioning, we wouldn't have known. My high school popularity was decent. Over the years, I'd occasionally chat with the monitor. I chuckled softly. Didn't want to bother everyone. Can't say that. Tell us where you are. We'll visit tomorrow. I couldn't resist their kindness, so I gave the address. These years, the family spent a ton on my treatments. Lucky with Jack's help, I found a relatively cheap place in the capital. Rented it. Ground floor. Lucky with a yard. If healthy, could plant some flowers. Even raise a dog. Half the high school classmates stayed in hometown to develop. The rest scattered north and south. So not many came this time, just 5 or 6. Everyone brought bags of food in. Originally wanted hot pot, but it's hot out. Let's stir fry some dishes. I wore a thick knit hat and smiled. No problem, we have AC. What's to fear? I want hot pot too. Everyone noisily piled into the kitchen. The house suddenly buzzed with life, vaguely like right after graduation. The monitor picked veggies while asking me, have you contacted Bianca Frost? I froze for a second. What? You don't know? She's a blood disease expert. Specializes in leukemia. You should ask her, it'd be great. I felt wronged. Didn't want too much involvement with Bianca Frost. Then the doorbell suddenly rang. The monitor wiped his apron and got up to open. Right after, classmates erupted in excited cheers. Bianca Frost. You finally made it. Whoa, big professor. Long time no see. Come sit. Evan wants hot pot, you're the expert. Tell us if he can eat it. I stood there stunned. My face without a mask. In that moment, like being exposed, under the blazing sun, full of burning heat. I didn't expect they'd contact Bianca Frost. And in my unwashed state, no mask on, facing her like this, Bianca Frost calmly looked my way, said, Go with clear broth hot pot. Good good. Listen to the big professor. No spicy pot. Everyone got busy again. Bianca Frost took the slippers the monitor offered, then handed a bag of fruit to the classmates in the kitchen. The monitor actively lightened the mood. Hey, it's all in the past anyway. Meet with a smile. Let bygones be bygones. Bianca Frost, you're as forgiving as the ocean. Don't hold it against Evan. Hurry and help pick veggies. Bianca Frost had a green gourd shoved in her arms, full of water spinach inside. She was pushed to sit across on the sofa. Only us two left in the living room. The AC in the corner hummed noisily. I avoided her eyes. Quickly pulled a mask from my pocket. About to put it on. Bianca Frost snapped a water spinach root with a crack, flatly. Anyway, I already recognized you. Still need to hide. The living room air felt awkward. To be precise, only I felt awkward. I thought for a bit, slowly pulled my hand back. A bit dejected. I thought you didn't recognize me. So a few days ago in the hospital, I didn't greet you. No need. We're not acquainted. No need to greet. Bianca Frost lowered her head, skillfully picked the water spinach. No intention of chatting with me. I nodded quietly, awkwardly pushed a glass of water forward. Thirsty? Have some water. Thanks, pretty cold. She rejected me. I couldn't keep pressing my hot face to a cold butt, so I just sat there, trying to recall my hospital stay. Did I do anything embarrassing? The monitor poked out from the kitchen. Evan, out of kitchen paper, grab me a roll. I hurried up, went to the bottom cabinet, rummaging old stuff from the landlord. A bit aged, pulled the drawer. The whole cabinet shook like an earthquake. The top shelf photo frame, face down against the wall, fell first. Made a few dull thuds then, tilted downward. By the time I reacted, it was too late. Could only huddle like a quail, hugging my head on the floor, waiting for the frame to drop. Next second, darkness before my eyes. Bianca Frost grabbed the frame's edge. Backlit. I couldn't see Bianca Frost's expression clearly, just felt her aura cold. Her face not pleased. Thanks, but Bianca Frost ignored me, waited for me to crawl out from under the frame. Then I saw her eyes focused on. That year, I snuck a photo of Bianca Frost sleep. Afternoon sun through the tree gaps, falling on the pretty girl's face. She slept soundly. Didn't even notice when I snuck over to hold her hand. In this moment, I considered snatching the photo back, possibly swallowing it. Evan, explain. I pondered a bit, unconsciously raised my hand to scratch my head, scratched off a strand of hair. Under Bianca Frost's icy gaze, I forced a smile. Isn't this my ex? Haha, just a memento. Bianca Frost pointed at photos of me and Jack together. Her cold voice rippled. So in your view, you love guys too? I swallowed. Yeah, right, I love both. Bianca Frost's sharp eyes seemed to burn me. I gradually couldn't smile. Eyes darting around. Just didn't dare look at her. Evan, you guys. The monitor slid the kitchen door. About to say something. Sensed the weird tense air. Suddenly shut up. Bianca Frost's face cold. Put the frame back. Pulled a tissue to wipe her hands. Grabbed her coat and headed out. Bianca Frost, where you going? Hospital business. Leaving first. Isn't Evan's thing not finished? Bianca Frost, stay for dinner. Bianca Frost stood in the hallway, glanced. Silent without a word. Seemed waiting for me to say something. But she was disappointed. I said nothing. Bianca Frost let out a very soft sigh. As an unwelcome ex. Is there need to stay? Click. Door closed. Bianca Frost left. Bianca Frost leaving made the air stuffy a bit, quickly. That stuffiness was diluted by the monitor's fragrant hotpot base. Monitor, you're something. Years later, skills not lost. The monitor happily held a teacup, shook his head at me. Evan. Don't take it to heart. I'll talk to her another day. Could she not give her old monitor face? Other classmates consoled me too. I called her. Bianca Frost's side is super busy. Coming at all shows her attitude. She's sure to help you right. Hurry eat hotpot. Actually, I wasn't that upset. Instead, toward Bianca Frost, I felt guilty. In my mind, she and I shouldn't have too much interaction. I shouldn't because of my illness. Add more trouble for her. Everyone happily ate a hotpot meal. Midway, the monitor even started a video call in the class group. Few could join, but the group quickly buzzed. Chat overflowing. In a flash, like back to days before the entrance exam, everyone excitedly discussed futures and dreams, planned a graduation trip. Back then, Bianca Frost and I sat together, A week before the exam, she returned from the office, saw me with watercolor pens, scribbling on a map. She asked what I was doing. I held up the map. Don't you know? This is Beijing. On it, red pen drew 2 circles. This is your school. This is mine. I drew a straight line connecting. Shortest distance between 2 points. This is our future distance. Bianca Frost couldn't help laughing. You're planning to test into Beijing. Aren't you happy? She sat beside me, neatly stacked test papers into the desk hole, softly said, happy. My luck turned out bad. Days later, got the health check results. Test report couldn't be worse, a series. Arrows crawling all over the page. Doctor advised my parents to rush me to Beijing for checks. From the situation then, I probably couldn't go to college. I beat around asking Bianca Frost, hey, suppose one day I get a serious illness, can't go to Beijing, what would you do? Bianca Frost paused her pen, frowned. Are you sick? Bah. Don't curse me, you're the one sick. Online quiz question, answer seriously. I could probably get into the best med school, just change preferences. That one sentence left me flustered and anxious. I haphazardly pushed my math problems onto her desk. Fine, fine. Do your math. Clearly love math most. Why thoughtlessly think of studying medicine? Afternoon near the end of the entrance exam. I started nosebleeding. Blood-stained. The exam paper. Don't know if it counts as soiling it. None of it mattered anymore. I rushed overnight to Beijing. Standing on Beijing's bustling streets, suddenly felt like crying. The Beijing promise. Turns out I'm the first who couldn't make it. After confirming the illness, back home to pack. In front of classmates, I threw a stack of money at Bianca Frost, hastily ending this relationship. Second hospitalization. Still the old ward. Just this time, the bed changed. Last time, a kid just passed last month. Wheeled out from this ward, not even 5 years old. Jack heard, eyes red, tears streaming looking at me. I was irritably arguing with the seller. Do I look like a bank robber to you? This week we're all law-abiding citizens. Next second. Socks bundled on my head shipped. I bought a hat, you sent me socks. Bianca Frost walked in as I just got Taobao refund. Almost lightning speed dove under the covers, leaving only my butt out. Evan. Bianca Frost's voice flat. I asked butt up, glum. Evan's not here. I'm his brother. Jack nearby. Bianca Frost still lifted my blanket. My hair messy like a dirt dog. Guilty as a thief, lifted my head to look at her. Her face very cold. Lips pursed tight. Beside her, a male doctor smiled. Bianca Frost. Adjusting your med plan. Meant to tell you. But stepped in and saw. The rest goes without saying. Patients in the ward all laughed. Only Bianca Frost didn't. Seems you're not in the mood for this now. I'll come tomorrow. No. Big Professor Bianca. You talk. I'm listening seriously. I hurriedly grabbed her hem. Years of seeking care. Used to humility and flattery. Bianca Frost's eyes fell on my fingertips. Mouth opened. Brows furrowed deep. For a moment, made you think she wanted to cry. I'm really sick and confused. Bianca Frost stood by the bed. Emotionless, instructed for nearly half an hour. Each sentence paused just right. But made me understand. She said switch to a new drug. Pretty effective. But big side effects too. I leaned on the bed, grinning. This. I know clinical trials. Always need participants. I didn't go to college. No contribution to society. Even if it fails in the end, no regrets. Evan, I don't joke with lives. Bianca Frost's eyes sharp, tense, no more smile. Oddly made me relax. The new drug's side effects hit extra fast. Used daytime. Evening I hugged the toilet. Almost puked my guts. Followed by acid reflux. Restless when Jack went home to rest. I alone pushed the wheelchair. To the small garden outside the hospital. Twilight sun quietly spread over the lake. Wind blew sparkling, light rolling. Like 10,000 goldfish tumbling in waves. I blew in the wind then stuck my head in a plastic bag. Pooped a few times. Then looked up. Suddenly, a man appeared before me. Alex, what a coincidence. Why are you here? This was the male doctor beside Bianca Frost that day. Forgot to ask his name, but he quickly cleared my doubt. Extended hand to introduce, Ian Dean. I shook hands. Blinded by the silver ring on his ring finger. Wedding ring glaring. I remembered this hospital's dean as Dean. Isn't he the dean's son? The one about to marry Bianca Frost? Ian Dean stood beside me. Gentle tone. How do you know little Bianca? I reacted. Took a moment to realize. Little Bianca in his mouth was Bianca Frost. The air suddenly got a bit weird. Ex and current, that's how it is. I straightened my crooked hat. We were high school classmates. Classmates, I paused. Yeah. Just classmates. Ian Dean smiled lightly. That's different from what I heard. You're Bianca Frost's ex-boyfriend. End of entrance exam year, threw her a stack of money. Then dumped her. He said this pretty rudely, maybe here to avenge his fiancée. Seeing me silent, he lowered his head to continue. Why? You were sick, right? Wanted to push Bianca Frost away this way. I still said nothing. Wind howled through. I heard Ian Dean scoff. Really stupid. Truly thanks to you. I could get engaged to Bianca Frost. I've been sick so many years. Sick till I lost my temper. Hearing this, still couldn't hold back retort. Then kneel and thank me. And give me 5 million. I glanced at him. Nice prayer. What do you want to hear? Hear that I regret it. Ian Dean smiled without anger. Don't you regret it? I do regret it. Ian Dean turned to see me, shamelessly grinned, saying, I'll go chase Bianca Frost right now. I'll confess to her, cry, saying I still love her. Tell her to dump you immediately and marry me. I held my head high, just waiting for Ian Dean's shit-eating face. Instead, he just oddly looked behind me, smiled, saying, Bianca Frost, your ex wants to confess. You coming back or not? My smile froze, like 1 foot into bottomless abyss. Turned to face Bianca Frost's cold eyes, face like splashed chili oil. Bianca Frost's white lab coat was dyed orange by the sunset, cold face without expression. You can try. I almost lost ability to think. Meaning you still love me. In this moment, golden sunset just right reflecting sparkling from the lake, bouncing back into my eyes. Golden light swallowed Bianca Frost's silhouette. In a dizzy spell, only heard her voice from afar, echoing through 10 years. She said you can try saying you still love me, see if I'll come back to you. The buzzing in my head pulled me back, saw Ian Dean's figure leaving, and Bianca Frost gradually approaching me. I sat in the wheelchair, legs heavy as 1,000 pounds. Let Bianca Frost take over my wheelchair control. Hard to describe this moment's feeling. Embarrassed, insecure, humiliated, regret, layers of emotions piled up, turned into a big rock blocking my throat. Bianca Frost pushed me along the lakeside forward. Wind brought her flat question. Not gonna say it. I lowered my head, scratched my nails. Say what? What you said was all nonsense. I hung my head low, looked at my hospital clothes flapping in the wind, thought of my thinning hair under the hat. Earlier was just spite. Now, it's lack of confidence. How thick-skinned would I need to be to say words asking her back? Evan. Bianca Frost suddenly stopped, teasing me. What's the point? Is loving you that cheap? She's angry. I sensed it. I wasn't teasing you. I embarrassedly lowered my head. Earlier was to argue. Want next time. Sorry for causing you this trouble. Before, I was always sensitive to Bianca Frost's emotion. Then before she got mad, grinned and apologized at light speed. But this time I really couldn't smile. Not only couldn't smile, tears started flowing. Bianca Frost said Ian Dean and I are really getting engaged. But that's his dad's one-sided wish. She came beside me, squatted to eye level. Her blurred eyes brought intense pressure. Today I told him to come. Those utterly harsh words. I told him to say them too. Under her close scrutiny, my heart suddenly flared with anger and grievance. Clearly I'm this unlucky already. A dying man still chased and killed. Then truly congrats to you. My voice sour with thorns. Without me dumping you, you couldn't be the dean's good daughter-in-law. Yes. Bianca Frost frowned, saying, so I say you're stupid to the core. Bianca Frost. I don't want to argue. I feel awful. I want to puke. My tears stream. For that year. Sorry to you. I shouldn't have hurt your feelings. Shouldn't have humiliated you in public. It was my fault. Can you let me off? Bianca Frost gripped my shoulders tight, lowered head, deep breath, then lifted eyes to me. What do you think I care about? Her eyes red, pulled my hand to touch her white lab coat collar. The rough fabric scraped my hand. I've come this far. Evan. You think I care about your humiliation? You think I didn't know why you broke up with me? Bianca Frost, who should have studied math, became a doctor. She tossed her beloved preference. Now standing here, in front of me, years of grievances about to overflow. She questioned me. I've suffered these years. to be by your side. How can you say let you off, and I should pack and leave far away? I was stunned. That trial recruitment, I asked the monitor to send you. Bianca Frost's eyes bright. I knew you'd come for sure. My mind was a mess. That year's thing, I only told the monitor, and asked him to keep secret for me. Could it be he told Bianca Frost? Wind picked up. Distant nurse called me back. Bianca Frost stood, contained her emotions. Self-deprecating, Evan, you're sick. I won't make trouble with you. But don't ever think of escaping. Back from outside. I just sat on the bed, sick in a daze. Jack waved before me. What's up? Why so spaced out? Bianca Frost studied medicine. I know that. I'm not dumb. Facing my red eyes. Jack suddenly realized something. Mouth agape. You mean she studied medicine because that night Jack. Back home I called the monitor. Hey, Evan, what's wrong? About Bianca Frost. The monitor suddenly quiet. Phone only had baby babbling. Evan, sorry. I told Bianca Frost your story. I slumped, buried head in knees. Sighed. The monitor rushed a bit. I know this wasn't right. But you left too fast then. Threw her a stack of money and vanished. Bianca Frost blocked me at my house for a week. Even admissions teachers came over. My parents thought my grades were great. Almost threw a celebration. The main issue. 7 days, she wasted away 10 pounds. If you saw her like that, you couldn't bear hiding it either. Later knew she changed preferences. Sigh. How to say. I felt bad inside. Afraid you'd resent me. These years didn't dare say. Evan, you listening? I wiped tears. I heard. I don't blame you. Troubled you. No trouble. You two communicate well. Hung up. Room sank into dead silence. I gripped the phone. Chest tight with pain. In the dark ward, my suppressed gasps echoed. I felt like a stupid donkey. Thought I'd arranged everything perfectly. Thought I'd hidden it well from everyone. Turns out the most important person knew from the start. Darkness suddenly pierced by light. Ward door opened. Bianca Frost at the door. And my tear-streaked face locked eyes. Her expression changed. Quickly stepped in. What's wrong? Where hurts? Hair. My crumbling emotions couldn't hold anymore. Why did you change preferences? Idiot me basically doesn't need you. Don't you get it? Bianca Frost paused. Expression suddenly relaxed. You found the monitor. Yeah, so that's fine. What's fine? Bianca Frost squatted down, lifted her head to look at me, her eyes shining with a frightening brightness. Let's make up and never break up again, okay? My body instinctively recoiled, suddenly gripped tight on the shoulders by Bianca Frost. Evan. Bianca Frost raised her voice. Or maybe I look at her. I know what you're afraid of. She raised her hand in a vow. I won't give up my life for you. Even if one day her lips trembled, her voice trembling too, choking for a moment, as if desperately unwilling to say that word, but still said it. Even if one day, heaven and earth forever separate us. I, Bianca Frost, swear, I will absolutely never give up my own life for Evan. She caressed my face. Softly said, now do you want to say you love me? The wind slipped through the cracked window, blowing across my wet cheeks, bringing a touch of chill. The moon cool as water. Flocks of birds by the lake flapped their wings. Weary birds returning to nests. I was like a tired bird, flying alone for 10 years, only by flapping endlessly. Could I live like an optimistic, positive person, bravely fighting the demon of illness? But I would fear too. Would despair. Would curse the heavens for injustice. Hate my rotten luck. I couldn't find a forest to shelter me. Once I relaxed, I'd fall into an abyss of negative emotions. I was so exhausted, tired enough to want to lean on Bianca Frost a little, even if just for one day, to rest my weary flight, have a place to perch, then wait for tomorrow's sun to rise, spread wings and continue flying toward death. I hugged Bianca Frost, lowered my head and sobbed aloud. The second round of chemo ended. My weight dropped to the lowest ever. When it rains, it pours. The landlord suddenly called saying his son was getting married. The house wasn't for rent anymore. He'd compensate me double the breach fee. Told me to find a new place in 2 days. I argued with the landlord. Bianca Frost sat beside me. She nudged me. Why didn't you tell me? I hung up. No need. The breach money was pretty high. That amount was enough for me to find a new place. These years for treatments I've run east and west. No fixed home. I'm used to this. Move in with me. Bianca Frost quietly looked away, close to the hospital, convenient for checkups. I was originally happy but hesitated a bit. Would this add trouble for you? No trouble. So, I smoothly moved into Bianca Frost's park community. A residential area near the hospital, not bad at all. The house wasn't too big, but one for good layout and spaciousness. Compared to my rental, truly better by who knows how much. Bianca Frost had to work, gave me the password. Luggage left in the living room by the movers. I'd tidy up in the evening. I stood in the house scratching my head. Never expected to end up like this with Bianca Frost. Cohabiting now. First time in her private space. I was a bit cautious. Didn't dare look around. Sat primly on the sofa, asking Bianca Frost. I'll stay anywhere. She was very busy with work. No response to our question. I stubbornly walked into a room on the right. Deep blue bed. 4-piece set with gray blackout curtains. On the table, a clock and wireless earbuds. Wardrobe behind hung full of Bianca Frost's clothes. It was the master. I closed the door. Opened the other room. Tossed my suitcase in. Sky gradually darkened. I finished making dinner. Set the bowls and chopsticks. Waited at the dining table. Unknowingly dozed off waiting. Bianca Frost opened the door and entered. I was sprawled asleep on the table, dreaming. Wig tilted on my forehead, looking like it might fall any second. Waited until she was beside me. I suddenly woke. You're back. Don't know if it was an illusion. Bianca Frost looking at me. Her gaze compared to at the hospital. Even more raw. I flustered, straightened my wig and stood. I've eaten. Going to bed first. Bianca Frost withdrew her gaze, softly said okay. I'm busy with work. Next time don't wait for me. Okay. I bolted back to the guest room. Faced the mirror checking my wig. Regretting endlessly inside. This was my favorite wig. Earlier it seemed about to fall. Bianca Frost didn't see my bald spot, right? I gritted my teeth and took off the wig, wrinkled my face sighing. I've loved looking good since childhood. In school I dressed like a flashy flower. Accessories and jewelry galore. A few years ago before relapse, hairstyle was the trendiest. But now, me in the mirror with sparse hair, couldn't smile at all. Ugly as hell. This second chemo. A few more and I'd have to shave bald. Knock knock knock. It was Bianca Frost knocking. Toiletries are in the bathroom. Coming out to wash up. I immediately turned off the light. No, I'm about to sleep. Outside no more sounds from Bianca Frost. She stood at the door a while then left. I waited until deep into the night. The last light outside vanished. Then jumped from bed. Tiptoed open the door. Prepared to go wash up in the bathroom. Result. A faint light from the living room. Bianca Frost sat on the sofa. Beside her piled documents. Small desk lamp illuminated her face. Bianca Frost easily spotted my sneaking. Without wig, I froze. Didn't know whether to close the door and keep pretending, or step out and wash normally. Bianca Frost set down her papers, stood and came over. I just woke up, about to wash my face. Don't move. Bianca Frost grabbed my hand covering my head, pushed me against the wall. Then her warm moist breath flooded my face. She kissed me. My body shuddered. Heart pounding uncontrollably, breathing grew rapid. Her silhouette blocked the only light. The dark environment made hearing acutely sensitive. Our breaths intertwined. Lips and teeth touched. I heard Bianca Frost's hair brushing her pajamas. Making sounds. Heard her rapid breathing. And increasingly fierce heartbeat. We kissed a long time. Long enough, my breathing faltered. Hiding from me. I unconsciously shook my head. Who's hiding from you? Narcissist. Bianca Frost touched my hair, her pupils reflecting my shadow. Yeah, this looks way better. Any style without wig. She nuzzled my nose tip, whispered, wanted to kiss you for so long. Seeing you tense about the wig, I didn't dare touch. I turned away, self-deprecating. Don't look anymore. Ugly as sin, not ugly. Very handsome. Liar. Bianca Frost hooked my hand, pulled me to the bathroom. Earlier I had something to tell you. She turned on the light. Items on the sink, clear as day. In plain sight, an electric razor. She looked at me in the mirror, asking, do you know how to shave hair? I don't want to shave so soon. At least now there's still some. Bianca Frost handed me the razor. I mean you help me shave. Are you crazy? I looked at her thick black hair, frowned tightly. My mind, uncontrollably, picturing Bianca Frost bald. How can a girl shave her head? Bianca Frost herself pulled over a small stool. I'm too young. I hope you help shave me like a patient. Lucky look. Razor plugged in. Buzzing. My eyes stung. Forced back the urge to cry. I wouldn't agree. Clearly, she wanted to accompany me. Bianca Frost smiled, took the razor herself, her hand very steady. With the buzzing vibration, Bianca Frost's hair fell to the floor. She truly didn't regret a bit, not a strand left. I looked at her in the mirror, truly against my wishes. Do you look younger, like a new intern at the hospital? Razor tossed aside, Bianca Frost stood looking at me. Her red-rimmed eyes lowered, lightly kissed my lips. Bald, I can stick with you every day. I think it's great. I couldn't help hugging her, smiling. Mirror reflecting two faces. One tear-streaked smiling ridiculously. One beaming full of love. After that I bought wigs. Still bought one for Bianca Frost. Because a few times, her students saw her, all stunned. I felt it harmed her teacher authority. Bianca Frost happily accepted. From then only at home, we too removed wigs. Months passed again. Treatment ended. Condition basically stable. No further worsening. Class monitor to celebrate. Organized another small gathering. Evan, how's your health? This time I didn't invite her first. We mainly celebrate you. Avoid awkward meeting. I took the call while fixing a light bulb. Phone on speaker. Bianca Frost held it for me. She lowered eyes, scanning the screen. Unwilling to lose, Evan and I will attend on time. Class monitor choked on phlegm. Coughed half a day before yelling, little Bianca, why are you there too? I got back with him. Other end, came the sound of class monitor dropping a cup. Bianca Frost said Saturday I have time. Send the venue to Evan once set. I hurriedly asked, you end night shift Friday? Forget it. We won't go. Class monitor only free midday. Bianca Frost up all night. Saturday back by 10. Basically no time to catch sleep. Can't go. She turned her back, tidying table. Whispered, the class reunion 10 years ago. You and I both missed. I don't want to miss this one. Looking at her busy back, I turned and rubbed my eyes. Smiled, saying, then I'll pick a nice wig. Okay, pick one for me too. This gathering's atmosphere, clearly much better than last. Everyone cheerful. Quite the old friends reunion feel. Evan and Bianca Frost just entered and got pulled to the inner private room. Circling left-right, classmates surrounded. When did you two get back? Who made the first move? What was up with you two last time? A fight. I blushed, not knowing where to start. Bianca Frost, very calm, answered one by one. Reunited months ago. I initiated. Last time I was wrong. Flipped on him. Everyone anti-smiles. Old stories spilled like beans. Back then, I was first to know Evan liked little Bianca. He admitted himself. Come on, you could have me early. I caught Evan stuffing love letter in little Bianca's desk. I saw Evan sneak kiss Bianca Frost's photo. I'm dead. When was it? Sophomore bulletin board. Little Bianca's photo first in row. Evan not tall enough. Had to jump to kiss. My face flushed. Under Bianca Frost's serious thinking gaze. Wanted to find a crack to hide. She leaned to my ear. Whispered, did you kiss my photo? Hot moist breath tickled. I hurried away. So what if I did? Bianca Frost smiled without speaking. Topic quickly shifted to Bianca Frost. Right, little Bianca. Did your family move? Last year, spring festival, I went home. Found your house empty. Bianca Frost's voice calm, unclear. I haven't gone home in years. She didn't continue. Classmates didn't ask more. Only I sensitively sensed Bianca Frost's emotions off a bit. Before I could pay attention, got pulled into new game by drunk class monitor. Truth or dare. Everyone's enthusiasm surged. After all together in Beijing. These years, a few couples split and reunited. I wanted to watch from sidelines. But somehow, the bottle kept pointing at me and Bianca Frost. First spin right at Bianca Frost. Class monitor passed cards. Bianca Frost drew one. Everyone crowded. Faces showed curiosity. How many loves total? Which one etched deepest? I curiously looked at Bianca Frost too. She eyes unwavering returned my gaze. First love, Evan. My heart pounded hard, like echoing her words. Second spin at me. Saddest cry when? Why? Someone coughed. Class monitor skipped that. Evan just recovered. Everyone echoed default. My saddest cry was the moment diagnosed. I gripped Bianca Frost's hand, saying first chemo. In my backpack, flipped out Bianca Frost's graduation note. Because the one I loved wasn't by my side. Bianca Frost squeezed back. Fingers gradually tightened. Game continued. Rest spins at others. I heard some fun gossips. Among them a few at Bianca Frost. Irrelevant. Bianca Frost chose to drink. In a flash deep night. Last turn, Bianca Frost. Something wanted to do for long. Class monitor already passed wineglass. Bianca Frost didn't take, said Mary Evan. Sleepy atmosphere exploded again. Amid everyone's clamor, I incredulously looked at her. Before tonight, I'd never dared dream marrying Bianca Frost. Class monitor drunk. Others couldn't hold him. We toast the couple before us. Ending 10-year love marathon. Class monitor said early. Save this for wedding. They won't need MC. You do it. Everyone laughed big. As taxis left one by one. Tonight's bustle curtained. Class monitor rubbed eyes. Patted my and Bianca Frost's shoulders. Good. You two be good. I await wedding wine. Watching class monitor's back leave, I suddenly saw the wedding scene. Him MC. Stirring atmosphere. I shook Bianca Frost's hand. Wanted to say but stopped. Your parents have no opinion, right? No need mind them. She drank a bit. Tipsy. Home. She silently hugged my neck. Kissed freely. Nose tip brushed mine and cheeks. Hooked my racing heart. Bianca Frost weighed no more, her voice low. Pressed me down. Blocked all my worries. Under palm Bianca Frost's fierce heartbeat. So vivid, strong. Full of vitality. I gradually gave up resistance. Let myself be led into indescribable joy. In darkness, I went to hold Bianca Frost's hand. Easily kissed by her. Evan hugged me okay. To care for my body. Tonight didn't last too long. I lay in bed, eyes closed a while. Drowsily heard Bianca Frost on phone. Her sharp, cold voice from door crack. Full of unprecedented hostility. I got out of bed. Quietly opened door. Bianca Frost's voice from living room. Mom. I said very clearly. This is my business. You and Dad don't interfere. I gripped doorknob tight. Palms unknowingly sweated. I knew I shouldn't eavesdrop, but legs disobeyed. Went to living room corner. Bianca Frost's mom's voice clearer. You don't interfere, or watch you marry a man who could die anytime. You climbed this high. Why this? Bianca Frost cold laughed. Then mom think. Who I climbed for? Her mom suddenly silent. Without Evan, no Bianca Frost now. You're by family, you and Dad, even less a dedicated doctor. Health checks accompany you and Dad. That's what you should do. Bianca Frost raised voice. That year you and Dad for money. Changed my preferences without asking. Told me stay local. Why not think of today? Her parents silent. Bianca Frost warned. If you and Dad still care for me, then respect Evan a bit. Dare trouble him, even a little. Don't blame me disowning you. With a thud, phone set on coffee table. Same time, I sneezed cold. Caught by Bianca Frost. She stood circled the corner. Stared at me, hiding behind eavesdropping. Angry expression gradually replaced by helplessness. She sighed. Who told you to sneak out, eavesdrop? I scratched head. I came for water. Go back, I'll pour for you. Perhaps just argued with parents. She looked cold. Strangers keep away. I followed her. Was what you said true? Which? Them changing your preferences. Bianca Frost watched me finish water. Took empty glass. Then yeah. If that afternoon I didn't log in and change preferences, I might, until admission notice, discover they changed mine. So no need self-blame for me changing preferences. Without you know me today. In darkness, I hugged Bianca Frost again. Studying medicine hard. Not hard. Liar, not you. Bianca Frost arms around my waist. Difficult way I sometimes think. People meeting and gathering is fate. Even if we didn't meet. You think so too, right? Bianca Frost eyes bright. Voice firm. Yes. No matter how many years. Bianca Frost and Evan will be together. Just sooner or later. After that day, I finally seriously considered with Bianca Frost marriage. Bianca Frost very sure told me. My illness survival rate high. Almost no impact lifespan. If no relapse. High chance live to old man. So wedding roughly set half year later. Use this time I want grow hair. Wedding at least not too balds. Quickly half year flashed by. I back to bouncy self. Gained some weight. Hair thicker a lot. From afar, rosy complexion. Full vitality. This day I took time call parents. Since last contact 9 months. Mom answered, hey, Evan, how in Beijing? What doctor say? Condition very stable. Probably no big issue. Good. Long no news. Me and Dad planned visit you. If not your brother busy middle school entrance. Me and Dad would gone. That year sick not long. Parents had brother. Their focus all on him. Actually, I don't blame them. A child could die anytime. Really not as good as grades, temper all good, healthy second child. Plus before brother born, they spent tons treating me. I dared before hang up, say mom, I'm getting married. Married someone willing marry you. My mom blurted. Voice undisguised difference yeah. You know Bianca Frost. That one now Beijing blood expert. Pretty good me and dad no opinion. Someone care we relieved. Wedding time set. Where hold? Ah wait your brother spilled little dog's food. Rest talk another day. Hearing beeps in receiver. Meet my family stuck in throat. Bianca Frost squeezed my hand asking what they say. I lifted head dazed half day. Quietly said they have a little dog. No one told me. From start parents daily by me. To brother born parents rotated taking me doctor. Then me alone seeking care. Weekly, monthly half year. One call. To today home has little dog. No one told me. My heart indescribable. Flavor Bianca Frost, all understood. Firmly held my hand. Marriage our two's thing. We decide okay. Okay wedding finally in Beijing. Not big. Just night get certificate. Invite classmates friends meal. Class monitor drunk again. Wailed loud. Insisted MC on site. Others couldn't hold. That night vibe great. Under class monitor lead. Evan and Bianca. Frost like held small wedding. Received sincere blessings from classmates friends. Everyone rowdy mess. Next day, Evan and Bianca Frost started honeymoon. We promised each other. Every place take tons couple photos. Paste on home photo wall. From then years. We traveled north-south rivers, mountains, rivers, lakes, deserts, snow, mountains all. Became backdrops in couple photos. Young couple gradually matured. Finally bit by bit wrinkles, climbed eye corners. Now since we married 20 years past. I just left hospital. Hand-holding good checkup report. Looked at Bianca Frost in car waiting. Prayed I could healthily accompany her. Walk next 20 years. Evan passed that year already little old man. Bouncy lived half life. 69 relapsed. Didn't survive third chemo. Left world. At this. Bianca Frost already renowned academician in medicine. Many consoled her. All said old man lived to 69 long life. 18 discovered blood cancer. Lived to 69. Big profit. Even Evan before death held Bianca Frost's hand. Grinned consoling her I lived to 69. You gotta praise me awesome. I'm gone you take my chart speak. Free time square dance with other old men. With me so many years bored right. Bianca Frost just gripped his hand silent. Medical level. Now. Compared then huge progress. But those treatments. On 69 old man. Still too radical. Conservative treatment. Bianca Frost and Evan's joint choice. So when this day came, Bianca Frost appeared very calm. She calmly handled Evan's funeral. Back to empty house. She and Evan together over 40 years. No child. Old home suddenly missing person. Hard to adapt a while. Bianca Frost didn't pack Evan's clothes. His clothes still hung in closet. Toothbrush on sink. Balcony, hanging orchid half dead. She still watered for him. That photo wall. From 28 that year first honeymoon. To 68. Couple photo at Suzhou Botanical Garden. Dense over 1,000. Untouched pasted on wall. Bianca Frost sometimes quietly sat on sofa. Stared at photo wall dazed. Then meal team went out buy veggies cook. At first, her students worried for her. Often visited teacher. With lifelong love. They feared teacher rash. But continuous half year. Bianca Frost lived normally. House spotless, no dust. Even wrote books. She wrote lifetime learnings into books. Students gradually relieved. Flash another 5 years. Bianca Frost already 74. Advanced age. Cold cough half month. This day her and Evan's wedding anniversary. Students knew she'd cemetery visit Evan. So didn't disturb. Bianca Frost up early. Dressed, neat. Used pomade dye hair. On way she specially picked bouquet roses. Just bloomed with dew. Bianca Frost to grave keeper. An old man over 70. Other saw Bianca Frost come. Chatted happily Bianca. Here again. Got his letter. Keeper rummaged mailbox a while. Shook head no this year. Bianca Frost nodded. Walked straight in. She to Evan's grave. Placed rose bouquet before him. Then sat close to headstone. From bosom took well-preserved stack letters. Each sealed, protected. Not a corner folded. This after Evan passed. Keeper successively received. Letters Evan wrote Bianca Frost. Evan told Keeper if she doesn't visit me. No need specially give her. Why? That's her new life. If she always comes, then give her. Bianca Frost opened first, though content memorized. Still read word by word. Bianca Frost miss me. Stop, I know what you're thinking. Thinking of your promise to live well. Your students days ago complained to me. Said academics stuck. For humanity's progress. You gotta try. Also my hanging orchid care well for me. Winter bring indoors. Summer avoid direct strong light. Water less avoid root rot. Next year, time bring hanging orchid visit me. Second from second year okay. Hanging orchids all kept alive by you. Your plant constitution, innate lately fancy anyone, can tell me. Deceased spouse, most convenient. I'll check underground for you. Interspersed letters. That year suddenly recall 34. That year we at Jujigo ate yak hotpot. Delicious to die. New early go once more. Go once more. As if for me. Summer solstice southern lychee ripening. Oolong best. Fly there still many places unfinished. Jiangxi only half. I remember you super spicy eater. Now still can. Bianca Frost looked and laughed. She could imagine Evan saying this. I dodged eyes. Hurriedly nodded. Thanks careful. Quickly bottom. Only last from last year. You came again, you come every year. Life that boring. How someone bored chat with dead. Big professor. How good I can't write more. I always feared you'd hothead come find me. Nagged wrote you so many. Count probably over 20. Haha. I bet you sure didn't see this one. By now, you probably started new life. Congrats. Congrats. But if you still see. Okay, I admit very touched. But gotta end here. Bianca Frost, I won't write letters anymore. Really sorry, left you alone. Sometimes think I only boss you around. One-sided make you live in this world. Really over the top. Everyone views life differently. I won't interfere any your decision. I won't wish you health long life anymore. I'll wish you all wishes come true. Forever happy. Bianca Frost finished all letters. Sealed them again. This deep autumn. She truly got no letter from Evan. Perhaps she no longer needs letters. Gravekeeper evening drank wine overslept. One night later. Outside snow blanketed. Snowed last night. He with broom staggered in. Past Rose little houses. Corner view suddenly opened. He sneezed 9 times. Far saw someone leaned on headstone. Body covered white snow. She curled up. Arms hugging something motionless. Like sleeping. Keeper walked over. Saw old friend's brows frosted. He raised hand pushed hey. Wake up Bianca Frost just toppled back. Aged 74. After 5 years separation. Bianca Frost in cold snow wind. Dazed seemed. See Evan's silhouette. He a warm light ball. Smiling. Far waving at her. Bianca Frost lifted steps toward him. With him fingers intertwined. People meeting and gathering is fate. Bianca Frost and Evan will be together. Just sooner or later.